Title: Colonial Shadows. The peaceful village of Gidansaro bustled with daily activities. Farmers tilled their fields, children played under the baobab trees, and the elders shared stories of the past. Suddenly, the sound of horses and marching feet echoed through the village. The colonial forces had arrived, casting a long shadow over the villagers' lives. Malam Idris, the respected village chief, approached the colonial commander with cautious respect. "We come in peace," Captain Hawkins declared, but his eyes held a different promise. The villagers watched anxiously as their chief negotiated with the outsiders, hoping for the best but fearing the worst. The next day, the colonial authorities announced new laws and taxes. Farmers had to pay heavy levies, and traditional practices were restricted. The villagers grumbled, but Malam Idris urged patience, fearing harsher reprisals if they resisted openly. Umaru, a young warrior with a strong sense of justice, couldn't stand the oppression. He gathered like-minded villagers in a secluded hut. "We must fight back," he urged. They formed a secret resistance group, vowing to reclaim their freedom and preserve their way of life. Under the cover of night, Umaru and his group attacked a colonial supply convoy. They destroyed the goods and sent a clear message. Gidansaro would not be subdued easily. The colonial authorities were enraged, vowing to crush the rebellion with an iron fist. The colonial forces struck back ruthlessly, capturing several villagers, including Umaru's younger sister, Aisha. They were publicly flogged, and some were taken away, never to be seen again. The village mourned, their sorrow fueling their resolve to fight even harder. Desperate and determined, Umaru visited Baba Gambo, the village's wise elder. Baba Gambo revealed an ancient prophecy. A young warrior will rise, leading his people to freedom. Trust in your ancestors, Umaru. You are the one foretold. With renewed hope and a sense of destiny, Umaru prepared for the ultimate battle. With Baba Gambo's prophecy in his heart, Umaru rallied the villagers and resistance fighters. "This is our land, our heritage," he declared. The warriors, men and women alike, armed themselves with traditional weapons, ready to fight for their freedom. The final battle erupted with a clash of spears, swords, and gunfire. Umaru led the charge, his bravery inspiring others. The resistance fought fiercely, using their knowledge of the land to outmaneuver the colonial forces. The tide of battle swayed back and forth, each side giving their all. In a critical moment, Umaru saw an opportunity to turn the tide, but knew it would cost him dearly. With a fierce battle cry, he charged into the heart of the colonial forces, sacrificing himself to break their lines. His sacrifice gave his comrades the opening they needed to secure victory. The colonial forces, demoralized and leaderless, began to retreat. The resistance pressed their advantage, driving them out of Gidansaro. The village was free, but the cost had been high. The villagers mourned their fallen heroes, but celebrated their newfound freedom. In the aftermath of the battle, the villagers worked together to rebuild. They honored Umaru and the other fallen heroes with a grand ceremony, erecting a monument in their memory. Baba Gambo spoke of unity and strength, encouraging the villagers to uphold their traditions and protect their freedom. Baba Gambo stood before the monument, reflecting on the fulfilled prophecy. "Umaru's spirit will guide us," he said. The villagers, inspired by the elders' words, vowed to protect their heritage and pass on the story of Umaru's bravery to future generations. Don't forget to like, follow, and share.